Hey everybody, Corey back again with another review. This time I'm looking at Them's Fightin' Herds. So this is a fighting game, right? You probably got that by the title. And the characters that you're going to be fighting and brawling are animals, kind of like ponies and dragons and whatnot in that art style. And you're going to be delivering heavy punches, light punches, medium punches, and other things in order to combat your opponent in a 2D landscape. Probably sounds like a lot of other fighting games, and it kind of feels that way. There's nothing unique about it. It's very, what you see is what you get. Now, each fighter does have an ultimate move, and they each have their kind of own play styles. Just like other fighters, you're going to find and tune your favorite one, and that's probably going to be your main. Now, what makes this game different and stands out besides the fighting horses are the other modes. So it does have online and local, as you might expect. The online is interesting in that you go to a lobby that is this pixelated 2D landscape, and you're going to be walking around and you can see other people in your online lobby and you can request to fight them. Now, unfortunately, the population of online seems to be low whenever I check it. Maybe it's the time I'm checking, maybe it's my region. From what I could tell, I was playing PC players from my Xbox, so it's cross-play. But the number of players that I was seeing was really low. And in fact, it took a little bit of time in order to even get into a fight because I requested a fight from several people and they were busy or denied. And I had to wait until I was, picked basically. So hopefully the online population grows with the game so that can become more of a thing. But as a fighting game online typically goes, I got my butt handed to me. And that's probably the same for a lot of fighters. So probably run-of-the-mill experience there. The more you play, the better you get. One of the most unique things about the game is the story mode. Now, other fighting games do have story modes at times with little cutscenes in between fights to set up the next fight. This one is different. This one is kind of like an adventure game where you're going to be coming across different creatures and fighting them along your way. It reminded me a lot of Pokemon. There's no catching involved, but you are navigating this landscape and you're going to be coming across random battles. Not random, you can see them on the map, but they are battles that pop up that you then fight in the typical 2D style of the game that you've seen everywhere else, and then you go back to this over-the-shoulder map type world. Now, I really like this exploratory piece. There are areas of it that are less about exploring or fighting and more about, say, jumping in order to get across, say, a chasm or up a mountain. And those can be extremely frustrating with the controller. I imagine that this game was built for a fight stick, and that's kind of evident in the control scheme is not the Xbox buttons. So clearly some other controller was put in mind for this, and it's not any console controller that I can tell. And so some of the movement, especially with these precision jumps I had to do, got very frustrating. But the more you keep doing it, and you got to just fine tune it in order to get past these sections. So while frustrating, it's not the entire experience. So if you kind of like that exploratory piece and talking with everybody, some of the dialogue is really great, then you're gonna enjoy the story mode of this game, and it really makes it stand out from other fighting story modes that I've seen. But ultimately, the game left me not overwhelmed, not underwhelmed, just whelmed, I guess. So take that for what you will. It doesn't do anything in the fighting genre that I think would put it on the map, so it's just kind of average. That said, I really do like the art style and the audio of the game, so I think it does have some positives. It's very clean looking, and it has its own genre with the pony aesthetic that it can sit on its own. That will do it for me. Hope you enjoyed this gameplay of Them's Fightin' Herds. Now available on Xbox. Be sure to check out xboxtavern.com for the final score as well as our other fabulous reviews. I'll see you in the next one.